can stop this man.
You know what's cooking? Boom!
Your name offends me.
Seek and Strike, it's going to be a fun one here, I think. I'm looking forward to this one quite a bit.
Where's the Nature's Prophet?
Where's the Furion? Who else is part of the global strat? Invoker, you know, with the Sunstrike, LC setting up for the duels. No. But I think this game's going to be fantastic here. This series overall has provided a lot of good Dota. I love watching Boom Esports because they can bring it to the Tier 1 teams and they can also bring it to the Tier 2 teams. They really can't switch their play style up as needed. And I think they're definitely a team to be on the lookout for in this tournament for sure and beyond.
They're bringing Europe to see.
Yeah, agreed.
All European drafts.
Agreed. Definitely some European-inspired dishes, right? With a little bit of SCA fusion. You got Dreamcell back on the Windrunner with the shotgun taunt, good to go. Hyde on the position for Phoenix. Last picked as well. Picked Phoenix.
Yeah, sometimes you forget that roasted turkey.
The chicken.
30 seconds to battle.
He's searching for some heroes here. He's not finding any. So Fnatic, you can already see the rotations. They're like, there's a danger over there.
What lanes do they want? I guess you want to tie against the Spectre. The Underlord. That would be ideal for you.
Yep. I think Danog predicting the Zeus pick quite accurately as well. That's going to be fantastic here for Fnatic. Maybe it was QO, one of the two smarties on that panel. But you have some troubles because the gap close here is also incredible for Boom Esports. You do have the global strat, but you got Morphling, Windrunner, even a blink on FBZ eventually. It's a little bit scary, isn't it?
BKB Windranger running at the Zeus. Sounds like trouble. He's gonna have to get a couple of defensive items, allowing him to kite, like 4-star view, blink. He needs to be alive in the fights, but comes to the mid game, they have a pretty sizable amount of damage. You know, the Ice Blast plus the Vortex plus all the Zeus nuke.
Yeah,
even the Underlord has a bunch of spell damage.
It's definitely a game for the Pipe of Insight, I think is what you're getting at here.
Yeah, Tide has to buy one.
I agree. But a nice thing for Boom Esports is that I think Fnatic, especially with the last pick, have kind of just let the egg do its thing, right? They don't have the best, like, there's no Centaur ulti to get them away. They don't have the best disengage either. So I think Hyde here, although he's not been too successful according to our statistics here throughout this run in the tournament, I think he's got a real great shot for some amazing game impact this game.
Yeah, but even though they don't have like good ways to deal with the egg, but they do have a lot of damage to kill them. So he has to, like one lift, he could just get bursted down. There's
one
so
lift
much
and you're a die, and especially Jabs here on the Rubik. He's no joke either. Like we said, we're used to seeing DJ on the hero, but DJ having to take a step back into the position 5 role to captain for the team in the wake rather that Ice has left. He's on a bit of a vacation with the family.
Sabbatical.
A little bit of a sabbatical, that's exactly right. He's earned it. It's his post-TI break. No, but they definitely have the nuke damage, and Rubik can catch him instantly, so he can't be too aggressive here either.
But it'll be interesting to see because Boom, they do have this like a super team fight with the Ravage plus 8. And then the Fnatic's team fight is more like, I'm gonna kill you fast, you know, with their heroes.
Yeah, it's extreme just nuke damage, and well, that's about it. Spectre can kick in late game for that amazing damage, but the nukes early on are definitely going to be able to make the space here, even against the quite scary team fight. Cutting through the Tide Hunter is always going to be a bit difficult here, especially early on. That's going to be my main concern.
They have Ice Blast though. Ice Blast is pretty good. But I'll be interested to see whether the Spectre goes for the Radiance route to more magic damage, or he's gonna go for the Diffusal Manta to make sure that the Morphling is gonna have a tough time in the fight without mana.
I like the idea of the Diffusal Manta. I think you just have way too much magic damage, right? I think you're putting all the eggs in one basket, and you're not really spreading out the damage a bit. Yes, you still have the pure damage, of course, with the Desolates. No one's ignoring that one, but you can't deny the damage output from the Diffusal Manta build. It's real quality.
And taking the mana away from Morphling is always very nice.
Or just FBZ. You know, last game we saw him go for the early refresher. He barely had enough mana for the combo. Who knows? We'll see what Raven decides to go for, what the strategy is going to be.
Yeah, I guess the way the lane plays out could affect his decision making on what he wants to get. But so far we haven't really seen a Midas on Spectre. He's always been going for like the drums and going for his diffusal meta. Sometimes just Manta into like just other carry items. We saw Manta with Skadi Basher.
Skadi was quite popular, of course. This time, though, they've got DJ, as Raven actually in some trouble. FBZ considering to continue the dive. Phoenix actually connecting another Fire Spirit, but just level 1 on that, so he should be good to go. Raven quite low HP. Wouldn't be surprised if there's some regen getting ferried out there. Oh, just a healing salve out from the DJ. Yep. Excuse me. It's healing salve time, thank you very much.
And 4-minute rune. Zeus wants to... Oh no, it doesn't have his bottle yet. We see Jabs going for the top rune.
Yep, they're going to leave the bottom rune just for the mid laners here. So Fnatic hoping for it to spawn top, and it will. Invis rune for Jab. He's probably going to, yep, snatch that away from Mikoto. Been scouted heading top lane. Probably won't see a kill here.
I mean, they can't exactly kill the win rate. Zeus doesn't have... I think he has Arc Lightning and Static Field. Oh no, he has 1 point in Lightning Bolt.
1 point? This is different. I feel like we usually see 3-0-2.
No, 3-1-1 is... we saw one game that was 3-1-1, but DJ is gonna be...
he's
close.
Okay. He's okay. That bonus 1 HP in the Tango underneath that regen, or underneath the tier 1 tower rather. Keep him alive.
Hug your towers support.
Hug your towers. It's very good. +1 bonus armor, +1 HP regen. It adds up on the laning stage.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does.
I always like to trade with other supports, just standing underneath my tier 1 tower and go, I'm so efficient, you don't even know.
Courier has been killed.
And then I die because I just stand and right click on one of the tower. But a nice little courier snipe there. One last hit for the entire team at the 5-minute mark. Should be 2 for 2. As Boom Esports, they'll settle for the bottom 2, and Fnatic will snag the top 2, refilling the bottle of Moon in the process.
No DP, no zero, so the catapult wave should be quiet. I don't think anyone can exactly push a tower.
Nope.
This is more about farming, get your level 6. Maybe when Zeus has ultimate, try to make a rotation to KS a kill with the Zeus ultimate.
Well, does he want to make a rotation, or does he just want to KS from the mid lane?
Yeah, but at some point he's gonna need to give
point.
way for like the A or the Rubik.
He's gonna stand his ground and fight versus DJ. He actually able to kill there with the gush as well. Raven looking for a bit of a revenge damage here. Vengeance for his fallen comrade, but Fire Spirit's only allow him to get 1 auto attack out. Yeah, I think we're just gonna be playing the waiting game. We already have the Thunder God's Wrath available, so we could see a bit of bonus damage. I think Dreamicell, he's very aware of this though, and he's gonna be a little bit more careful with his HP. Never know, just a little surprise Thunder God's Wrath sometimes can net you a kill. But yeah, I think we're going to be waiting for a little bit. We need an Ice Blast. I think we need maybe a Spectral Haunt before we start seeing anything too exciting. So I think it's going to be a relatively calm laning stage, as all 3 games have yielded thus far.
Yeah. Drops all around, not really able to abuse, one side having to off lanes. Both teams, I think all the games, you have very balanced drafts throughout the whole series. You have a good early game, good mid game, good scaling, just in case the game goes long.
Yeah, you can see Dreamicell trying to bait out the Thunder God's Wrath here. He will. That's going to have to kill onto Cascute. Moon says thank you very much, but Dreamicell, like I said, he's doing that mental math. He's very aware of this. Yeah, already with the Javelin. That could be a kill potentially here, Winter. That's Fabi. Sorry, Fred. I don't know why I said Fabi. Fabi backing up. Oh, nice job there. They're going to catch the the Phoenix in the net. Jabs, though, might get right-clicked to death here. Nice job there. Perfect calculation by Mikoto.
Just nice.
Yeah, he's got the TI-84 in his back pocket there. As FBZ now is going to be taking a fair look of damage. 3-1-1 built here on the Spectre, so the Desolate actually is not insignificant here, but next to the creep wave, he's quite tanky yet again.
Yeah, so they have to wait for the Zeus ultimate to come on cooldown. Try and do something. It's a pretty long cooldown nowadays. Change. It does more damage, but has a longer cooldown.
Indeed. And Zeus as well suffers from the mana regen early on. He's actually been nerfed.
Yeah, the mana regen.
Got nerfed quite heavily. It affects his lane quite a bit. He needs to buy a few more consumables, maybe an extra null talisman.
Yeah, but then again, people are going for the max outline because so you don't really feel that as much.
Definitely. Hyde contesting the rune here. It's going to spawn there. Actually, Moon collecting a rune, missing the lightning bolts though, so the Icarus dive will be completed.
Illusion.
have his Zeus ultis, but they have kind of like a lineup where all three cores wants farm a lot, and Zeus, even though he could make some rotation, but he kind of wants to farm as much as he can. But at some point, he's gonna have to vacate the lane, so either the Rubik or the AA has to
Get levels.
get their
Yeah.
level 6.
Probably the Rubik will head mid lane. AA can soak some levels bottom, as we can already see Spectre
Yeah, they have
starting
the
to jungle a little bit. We do have a Haunt available for Dreamcell. I think the ideal rune you're looking for on Zeus is that haste. That allows you to actually gank a lane quite effectively.
Yeah.
Zeus, he's got that Mario run. He can't hold the B button either to sprint.
Here comes Mikoto once again, making the rotation. They have a ward. Yeah, they have a ward.
They've got a ward there watching, so he's been scouted. They can do lots of pings, actually.
I think he still has to stay around bot to like give the lane to the support. No, he doesn't want to do that. He wants to just farming, because I think that the Spectre is gonna be able to farm once the Windrunner leaves the vicinity. If he stays here, even though they can't really get the tower, but they do some damage, the Spectre is gonna have a harder time farming here and allowing space for the supports to get your all important levels.
Yep.
And right now, I think they're smoked. Them are they smoked?
Oh,
yeah.
they are. Yeah. Toto heading bottom.
See, the movement is not efficient, right? He went bot, then he went back mid, then he popped the smoke, and he comes back bottom.
Radiant's
Well,
bottom
might be able to
tower
juke
is
him
under
out, but
attack.
Raven, I think he knows something's up as Mikoto's smoke will break, standing right underneath an observer ward. And I think they've got the intel. They're
Radiant
gonna take it easy
structures
here.
are
They might lose the towers. FBC's already
Radiant's
cut one of the
bottom
waves
tower
and
is under attack.
ready to cut a second. But a pressure being applied here at the very least. Fnatic, they don't push nearly as quickly this early on. They don't really have anyone to cut the waves. I mean, Underlord
Dire's
does
top
do that
tower is
effectively,
under
but
attack.
the tower damage is not the
Dire's
same pace here.
structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under
you?
attack.
I feel like with the Zeus in this kind of lineup, he has to be the front line no matter what. Who is actually going to stand in front? Spectre's not going to stand in front until
Dire's top
minute
tower
30.
is under
Well,
attack.
if you're lucky, right? I don't know. I don't know if luck is the right word, but you need the game to go in your favor, and then Spectre will stand in front. Because like you like to say, you need space for the space maker. If the Underlord is not ready to frontline, as jabs should be okay. No trees there actually. They've been cut down, whether by accident or on purpose. He might be able to live here. Jabs the power shot will collect his life. Unfortunately, we do have an Ice Blast heading top lane though. Still heading top lane, I think.
Radiant's
I'm
middle
not sure.
tower is under attack.
Where's the Ice
I saw him release.
Radiant's
Release the Ice Blast. Maybe it completely missed. It looks like it. Maybe it was underneath the tier 1 tower. They're expecting them to go for a bit of an aggressive dive, but Frev's going to back the team up there in the Uber all the way back to base.
Back out, pull, and catapult wave is down, but they do have the Haunt plus Ice Blast plus Zeus ultimate, so they should be looking to go for at least a pick off. If you feel like, oh, there's an egg and a Ravage, you probably don't want to fight into that, but it would be still nice to go for the Morphing kill. If you see him on the map with low HP, a Zeus ulti and an Ice Blast.
They could catch him here if Dreamcell heads north here to farm these camps, because you need to have vision on him, right? Because you need to land the Zeus, the AA Blast, and the Zeus. AA Blast first. That's got to be it. And it's hard to really set that one up. Maybe if you have the Rubik AA together, you can potentially set it up, right? Lift into the Ice Blast to prevent it from getting the heal off, but that's quite difficult here. Quite difficult.
Yeah, definitely not reliable.
No.
Maybe
no.
if Rubik steals, let's say, a Shackle shot. Then it would be easier.
Well, that's a good one, right? Or he can steal Supernova and stun him. Very reliable.
Reliable like you.
Indeed.
Always early for work, on time.
Always on time. That's correct. Always ready to be working. Smile on my face. We've got some a good match at Dota. How could you not be smiling during this one? This series has been exciting. Of course, the laning stage is, it'll heat up. It'll heat up. We're still mixing together all the ingredients. We're making one heck of a soup here, though, aren't we?
Radiant
Got the
are
Spectre
scanning.
on the side dish. He's going to be popping off later on in the meal. As, indeed, here we go with actually the two-man smoke gang. They might just settle for a courier here, but they're looking for more. Dreamcell is in the triangle, but he waveforms out and away.
Yeah. Just out of the
Radiant's
danger
middle
zone
tower
right on
is
time.
under attack.
And they're going to try to push the middle lane. Tide is being backed up by this Abaddon here. He has a foot, so he's pretty tanky against the Zeus.
Yeah, the barrier as well as just the passive magic resist is excellent for game.
And I think Rubik has to get a blink in his games for them to be able to start stuff up. Start a gang, go for a kill.
I agree with you. I agree with you completely, Winter. But the problem is that you also need the Rubik involved in these ganks to lock them down and get kills. You don't really need to be going all out for Dreamcell. I think that's a bit of a mistake. That's a bit of a pitfall. But you need him to at least get the lift up to the Windrunner onto FBZ. Otherwise, they just leave.
Tough though, he needs to farm, and
that's what I mean,
and the
right?
A can't really clear the creep.
He can't really do both, and Jabs actually might take a death here. Spell stolen is going to be one. They're actually going to try and turn this one around though. Raven jumping on in on a Mikoto, and there's the Zeus ulti. That's
You think I'm alone? I have +2.
I have +2 always. Always.
+3 with the Uber.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely, right? We're coming in. We're bringing the team.
You think I'm alone?
A nice bait there. Kill onto Mikoto. Well worth it.
That's a huge kill. Huge kill.
All right, well, that solves it, right? We were saying he either has to farm or be involved in kills, and now he's just doing both.
And it's more like a
Dire's bottom
invitation,
tower
you
is
know.
under attack.
It was.
Invitation for the enemy to join the party. And yeah, paying the price there. Mikoto being greedy this time, going on jabs again. Alone.
We just looking
Oh,
to
they
scout
see-
in the
God, they see
triangle. They do see him.
But
There's no Zeus
Zeus
ulti. He's gonna be fine here.
There's no Zeus on.
Yeah, he's totally fine. He's not. He's like I said, he's a smart player. He's not gonna be farming. I mean,
Dire's
if this is
turret
Envy,
has been killed.
we can talk about it.
Hey.
I love
Hey.
Jackie Mao. Don't get me wrong, but
Don't you start.
But he is definitely the type of player who goes down to 1 HP while he uses a shovel and then gets killed by the little creep it spawns.
Dire's
not
top
his
tower
fault. He's
is
just
under
being-
attack.
I know he is. I know he is, Winter, and that's the thing, right?
Why do you make fun of him?
I'm not making fun of him. I'm just saying that's something that he might do one of these days.
I mean, he's the only one that does this.
Yeah,
It always happens to him.
there's always he's considering pushing high ground. I remember there's this clip where he's okay, guys, push bottom. I'm gonna go top, and then he literally just he's OD ulted and just explodes. So just
They lose the game.
they lose the game. Yeah, the Russian team is just yelling at him. I mean, I love Jackie Mao. Don't even get me started. Big fan. NA Dota. But yeah, it's definitely Morphling is one of his boom or die heroes, you know, for sure.
Morphling is that kind of hero.
He is for everyone, right? But when you try and be perfect and as most efficient as possible, you tend to set yourself up for maybe a little bit of some dangerous times.
Yeah, it's interesting that DJ actually maxes. He didn't max his vortex.
Oh, they're looking for a kill to one FBZ. Oh, they're going to miss
That's a win.
both, though. They actually did not use the Zeus ulti either, but look, he's getting control now onto the back line. His egg will now be used. Fnatic, they have to back out of this fight, and they've lost their Zeus.
On your
Tower
face.
will be denied at the very least by Frev. He says, okay, you can take my mid laner, but you can't take his tower, and he's going to snag that one.
Yeah, so an egg for tier 1 tower, well worth the cost of that. A
Radiant
huge
are
tower for them to
Yeah,
claim.
it's denied. You don't really care, and you get the kill on the mid laner.
Yeah, and you open the map. You know, that's always the important thing.
Yeah, you can see this immediately. Look at Raven.
Immediately after the tier 1 goes down, your jungle doesn't feel safe. You can't farm there. You have to evacuate. The enemy takes your ancients. It doesn't feel good, you know. And Spectre is not the fastest farmer.
No, especially, well, I mean, the dagger nerf's not really too important here at this stage now that it's most likely been maxed. But Dreamcell just
Radiant's
continuing to
top
farm by
tower is
himself.
under
He's going
attack.
for the SNY. No need for the Lincoln Sphere this game for him.
Yeah, they need to reclaim the ancients. They have to move there and claim that area right now. They have haunts. Everyone has their spells up. They need to do something right now. The Spectre is not. Yeah, they're coming in.
They're going in. Good Icarus dive away. He still gets rooted up. Nice frog. Can we look into that one? Kaz Q pops the ulti. Good Yule Scepter, though. The biggest counter. FBZ, he's holding on to the Ravage. Just threatening. They do have vision here as well. Zeus needs to be able to close the gap here and actually get that one dewarded. But they've done their job. They've retaken the triangle here. And look at this. A very clever ward out from Blue Esports that they were just showing us there briefly. That could help them, rather, win this fight. FBZ, he's looking for a Ravage. They have the vision behind enemy lines, and now the Haunt will come out. Supernova not quite yet available, though. His haunting around will be Raven. He's looking for the bird, but he's gone maybe a bit too deep now, as FBZ is going to be caught instead in between a rock and, well, basically the rest of the team. Ice Blast incoming now. Good ulti onto him. That one will connect. Can they get the kill onto him is the question. He's going to get the Ravage off at the very least. Mikoto, it's a good Ravage, actually. They catch quite a few heroes. DJ on the high ground doing a little dance. Not much else he could do there for his Underlord, as they will trade position 3 for position 4, and a few ultis here and there. Fnatic, actually, they used Haunt. I don't know if they can really fight again.
They use everything.
They actually kind of did use everything, now that I look at it. I don't know.
It is important for them to reclaim the ancients, the triangle. But at the same time, they used a lot, and they didn't get more than 1 kill just to support the battle.
Just support.
I mean, that's the downside of like an underlord doing this kind of item. You know, he's not tanky at all. He dies so easily. With the use here, it provides you with another form of setup, but it doesn't give you, tankability.
Oh, and boom, they know they've used everything. They're going for a fight. Beautiful egg there, right on top of the Zeus, holding him down. He's going to be stunned up for sure, and the damage out from Mikoto. Egg, nope, it's going to be Fire Spirit stolen instead. Hyde is going to be a bit too big for that one, but he's going to get ran down by Freb, looking to try and juke over the cliff. He goes as the Ice Blast not going to connect onto anything, not even close either. So it's just the egg for the Zeus yet again, and again, the Morphling continuing to farm.
Morphling and Spectre gonna be victorious, but for now, Morphling is definitely the faster farmer. Spectre is gonna complete the Manta soon. That's gonna provide you with your first kind of like a small power spike.
Yep. But you're still not super confident in these fights. It's the problem, right?
Yeah, the team fight is still hard against the egg plus Ravage, and Spectre's not an egg killer.
No, she really is not. She's good against single targets, but not in the way that you need against an egg. And not to mention all the sustain. My goodness, lucky to live there. I don't know, Mikoto pretty low on mana. I think he's just gonna back off. Just scaring him. Fnatic though, I think they're not in a really fantastic place here though.
No, they are not. Gonna be forced to hug their base. They don't really have much options, because you have this Zeus mid, and he's a greedy pick, he doesn't really want to make rotations as much, and you have an underlord offlane, so everybody wants to farm.
Yeah, he's not really close to that.
Rubik wants to farm too.
He does, and he needs the farm, as we've been saying. He's so far off the blink dagger. Smoke's not yet going to break with the ward. Will Scott, at least Mikoto and company. Drew Marcel, he's far enough away to be safely dodging this gang.
They just have to just keep continuing holding their triangle, make sure that they can hit inches. So this is the area that they are going to use their lives to defend for. There's nothing else that's more important to them than this triangle right now.
Let's break this down a bit, because we've seen GeekFam play from behind quite a bit in their series versus Fnatic. How do you think Fnatic compares to them? Because we were quite happy and actually quite impressed with the way GeekFam held out so long against Fnatic, even though they did lose that series. Do you think maybe Fnatic can take a few notes from them, or do you think they do a pretty good job of it already?
Yeah, they're still doing a pretty good job right now. I mean, they don't really have options just because of the draft, it's not because of how they are playing, because they don't have a setup apart from the week.
Right.
They're still trying to use the map as much as they can. Borav is pushing the lanes as far as he can. Spectre's just trying to get what he can.
There's a big smoke coming their way out from Boom Esports though. Here comes the boom.
Yeah. But let's see if they only can get a support.
Yeah, it looks like DJ positioned very nicely to break the smoke there. He's going to alert the team. No Zeus ulti either to scout this one out. But Farad likely to take the fall here. Icarus dive forward to slow him down. Ice Blast incoming. There's the blink forward though out from FBG. Diving on into the tier 2 tower. Mikoto nearby as well as the Ice Blast completely whiffing yet again. Farad, he's pretty healthy though. He's got the face. He's plenty of armor. He's fast. Yeah. He's a big boy, but he runs fast. He's like an MLB linebacker.
Top tower has fallen.
The yields and face boosts.
MLB, NFL, of course. You don't have linebackers. You used to have linebackers in the NFL. Bo Jackson.
Is under attack.
Freak of nature. Anyway, they're gonna go into Roche. Speaking of freaks of nature.
Can they contest this? They don't have Zeus.
They should have it point soon, I want to say though.
Ice Blast is up.
Yeah, I mean,
they should fight it. Skip Vision with the Vortex. No, Boom wants to fight.
Wait, look at this.
Oh, he's gonna get the ace.
Bad Day is going to be the first to go. He can't really be the first to go. He's going to get the Supernova off though, just in time. Dream Cell though, I believe he's been hit by the ultimate. There's going to be the Ravage. It connects onto just about everyone here, Winter. The follow-up's on as well. Ravens in some trouble. 3 heroes already dead from Fnatic. They need to get the heck out of here. No Gush is going to come out in time, so at least Raven will be able to safely live. But now there's no way you can contest this Roche. That was Haunt. That was Zeus ulti. That was everything.
Yeah, that was very, very smart of Boom. The moment they noticed that the Roche gets shouted, they move back, they pop a smoke, they want to kill someone first to make sure that the Roshan is more secure, you don't want to take the risk, you're ahead in the game, and you don't want to take unnecessary risk.
And you know what the problem is for Fnatic here, in my opinion, is that they kind of need everyone in the fights. You know, sometimes you can have
they need the payload to
take the tank, right?
Yeah, he needs to be.
It's almost always we say, oh, the support's doing a great job. Fear, he's dying for the team, you know. Good old Hyatt, you know, he's taken 14 deaths this game, but his team is winning because of it. This game, it can't really be DJ. It can't really be Jab.
It's way too important.
You need both of them.
Yeah, he needs to cast his vortex. Like the moment he gets jumped here, I feel like the fight is gonna be instantly. He's like a huge source of their damage with the vortex plus the ice blast, and here we get the ravage pops with the egg. Fight is just over.
Yep. Very good stuff out from Boom Esports here. So now it's going to be an Aegis in the pocket of Dream of Cell and a 5k net worth lead.
This is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But Fnatic is going to reclaim it since there's no ravage.
This is still being played with TP and out. There's not really much FBZ can do all alone against the Spectre.
Yeah, but he wants to slow down his farm, kicking out the lane, make sure that you want to farm, you're only going to hit jungle creeps here. You can get a lane, and this blink on the Rubik is just so important. There's so little that they can do without a proper initiation from the Rubik, because they decided to go for this Zeus pick. It initially looks great on paper with that draft. Oh, we have a global lineup with Spectre, Horn, the Ice Blast, but practice, you know, you are so limited in your options when you're playing the game because you don't have a rotating mid hero. Like the meta right now favors that kind of hero, like no setup.
Can you help me and probably the viewers see through the matrix here a little bit, decode it? How does this Blink Dagger help Fnatic here? What looks different
Options.
in team
It gives you options for pickoff. Right now they don't have even options for pickoff. If you're gonna hope for a pickoff right now, it has to be like a lucky scenario where you can walk in and get a lift with a Rubik, which is very unlikely. Given the scenario, and they have very slippery heroes. There's a Morphling, there's a Windranger, there's a Phoenix that can bounce around. They're not easy kills, you know, even and you don't want to touch the Baron.
I have an E-Blade on the Morphling.
Without any proper catch, Morphling's just going.
Okay, well there's the Zeus Ag, so he's got the Nimbus Cloud up and running, so that could be some lockdown on the back line.
And they have to coordinate the Vortex with the Pitlock, Nuke and the Zeus. They have to make that work. Since you don't have disables, you have to make the most of it. It does a lot of damage if you cast the Vortex plus its use.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. It's better than a Veil.
Yeah,
way better. A Veil got nerfed quite heavily. It used to be 25%. I think it's what, 18 or some random number.
Random number.
Well, you know Valve. They just sometimes they're just rebalance. Here's this time. Ice Frog goes 4d6 now on this damage. And he rolls the dice. So not a good roll though. But it's good patient play out from Boom Esports. They're not looking to force any.
Spectre's in trouble here. He's getting run down. Yeah, smoking to connect to him.
Yeah, we actually, there's the lift though. That might buy enough time here because he's able to blink as well as the Ravage available for FBZ. The rest of Boom unable to close the gap in time.
Here we have Dagger and Rubik. Let's see what he can do.
Okay. Let's take a look here. I'm sure Winter, you're going to be
Morphling still has Aegis. They have to wait out this Aegis. I feel like it's still difficult to fight into them.
Would you say it's a mistake to try and defend this tier 2 tower right now?
Yeah, they probably shouldn't.
Okay.
I think if they try to fight, they're gonna lose a lot of heroes here.
We shall see. You can see already there's Jab. He's looking for the blink initiation. They have found one. It's the Phoenix with the Yule Scepter. Might just save his life. He's got the Supernova, but no chance to use it.
I was wrong. Okay, they have enough damage. He went from full to nothing.
Yeah, that's the Nimbus, the Ice Vortex doubled up right there, as well as the Zeus ulti. So it took a lot, but they actually get a very important kill there onto Hyde.
Yeah, it was mainly the lift though, from the Rubik.
Of course, because of the blink. Yes.
Yeah, setting everything up.
I mean, look at that. Winter, you predicted the future.
Did he even blink?
He maybe didn't even need to. He's blinking though, and he's going to go for the blink Ravage. Onto 2 he goes. Drew Cell into the Pit of Malice and jabs with the telekinesis, trying to delay the death here of Moon, but he is going to get absolutely blown up. The Uber could not make it in time. Level 2 Dark Rift as well, so I'm not sure it would have even got him out.
Ravage for a Zeus killer and a tower. Worth it. And right now they're going to move to take over the triangle once again with the Aegis, farm out the BKB on the Morphling. Once the Morphling has this BKB, he's going to be unstoppable.
Do have the Ice Blast ready again. Jabs with the Blink Dagger, stalking and waiting, hiding in the wings. Okay, might be able to close the gap. It's a bit difficult, but we do have the Spectral Haunt. They don't want to go on this Morphling with Aegis, though.
Didn't go for the Phoenix, no?
Yeah, maybe that's going to be another target here. He's going to be going for the D ward, a little bit of War of the Wards. That's the Phoenix. Okay, so they're just going to chill. They're just going to chill for now. But hey, that's the power of the Blink already.
Yep, so Basher completed on Spectre, so same build
Radiant's top
as
tower is
before.
under attack.
Manta, Basher, Guardian is probably also great against the Morphling. Guardian.
Going to be the last outer tower, make Whoa, this is the last outer tower standing for Fnatic, is what I meant to say there. So they will be setting to work on that. Everyone alive, though, for Fnatic. They still don't have Thunder God's Wrath, but again, that's Aegis expiring, so we might see Boom Esports maybe just chill for a few more seconds here. At least wait for the Satanic here on Morgan. He is good. No, maybe they know. They seem to know that Roche is up, as there's going to be a ward dropped. High does not have vision up there anymore. The Sentry vision does expire. But a nice decision from Fnatic not to de-ward it until Boom already back all the way back up. You don't want to give him that free intel. That, oh, they've got a ward there, right? Want to try and play dumb, maybe get them to overcommit, but Boom Esports, they're playing nice and patient. I mean, you have to, right? 14 kills in a 28-minute game. That's patience.
Yeah, play the positional game. Try to use the map as much as you can. Don't take unnecessary fights when you don't have Ravage. Be patient, play around your spells.
Mikoto's going to be a really hard kill here with the BKB, though. Even with Ice Blast, that just so much of your damage is this Zeus burst, right?
BKB Windrun.
BKB Windrun.
GG.
What do you do? There's no Dispel for him this game.
It's gonna be very difficult to kill, but they're gonna try to go for pick off here with the Rubik. Oh, yes, nice.
Yeah, he's put mostly into the strength. You'll notice, though, it leaves him with 2 armor. I'm sure he's just doing this to frontline and tank, right? And then he can morph back into more a regular build, because you definitely don't want to be on 2 armor. You are going to get absolutely murdered. Big mistake to be making.
Better than now.
Ooh, I don't know, though, Winter. Let's see. He's going to let it expire, so he's going to stay with 2 base armor.
That's the
Maximum
E-blade on the
strength.
morphing. With armor, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's more of the right clicks we're looking for, especially on the Windrunner, that I'm concerned about here. But smokes will break. They're going to be a little bit surprised to see DJ Forev trying to get them out of there. He should be able to evacuate the team, but not before DJ goes down. Dropping plenty of ultis here as the Yule Scepter is going to get some good damage done. Ice Blast. Hyde is going to stay alive, though.
The Inbun didn't land on Hyde. It landed on the side instead.
Yeah.
He would have probably died there.
Well, speaking of Zeus, there goes Mikoto with the BKB. He's got the Windrun available, so good luck trying to catch him here.
The
Raven.
backup coming inbound.
Yeah, backup actually. The TP's from Fnatic first? No,
it's
from
dire.
Boom Esports. Lucky that the shackle shot didn't connect, as the rest of the team indeed coming on in. Blink Ravage still available.
The Zeus without any save, like playing himself against the Windranger. There, just one shackle and
Die.
and that's it. The Yu is nice, but he couldn't react there, so just went from full to 0 with 1 shackle. That's the weakness of like Zeus here. You have a lot of damage, but you're so weak.
You're so immobile. You're the opposite of Batmobile.
Glass cannon,
Glass cannon, exactly. And by the way, 20 minutes, make that the 30 minutes outpost experience, of course, only going to Boom. That's going to be a big win there. I think a net shift of 750 or just 700 experience points of Boom there. Just for having the map control. You can see here, taking quite a dive in favor of Boom Sports. Just slow bleeding Fnatic out here. Continuing to occupy the triangle, steal all the gold from the gold mine. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Nice patience. What can Fnatic be doing here? What are they waiting for? What's their spike?
One fight. They need to just they have to try to hope for one good fight. But I'm not sure how it has to happen. They have only the lift, They pretty much have to live and kill the Phoenix.
The Phoenix,
They
you
can't-
think, is the crux of the issue.
Can they kill actually? Tides.
I mean, with a lift, I would say any one of the 5. I mean,
Yeah, but then there's a Abaddon, you have
that's
to,
the concern, right? Except for the Abba, of course, because he can ult himself.
like the Phoenix is like the team fight hero that I feel like they can burst. I don't think they can burst the Tide.
It's so difficult to
Radiant's
kill
top
Dream Assault now. He's got the
tower
status resist out from the Satanic that's been completed. He's going for the Ags? Who does he want? What does he want to steal from? I guess probably the AA.
So you want to be the
Windrunner?
Windrunner.
Yeah, get the second charge there. I mean, Windrunner, of course, going for the Aghanim Scepter. Maybe. Oh, he's going to find DJ. DJ, no, you didn't even pick up the rune. Oh, well, that's okay. They will drop the Nimbus, but Mikoto, he's not even going to stop and farm it. They're going straight into Roche now. I like this. Just kidding. He's going to stop and farm the easy camp, but not the 200 gold Nimbus. No big deal. No big deal there. I'm not, it's not even.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
Why do you have to do this?
Anyway, They will get a tower in return, but that's going to be Roche down.
Dire's
Boone.
middle
Oh
tower
no, he's
is
from the
under
medium
attack.
gap. He's going to be scouted. FPZ jumping on in. Mikoto to follow suit. They're not going to get anything to latch. And look at this, the Ice Blast coming in onto 2. It will not catch anyone. The Haunt's on in as Kesku pops the ulti. That's going to be the Abyssal or the Raven for what though? There's the Nimbus now dropped. They might get a kill to Kesku, but look at the counter initiation out from FPZ. Zeus is gone, deleted off the map, and now Raven in some trouble as Mikoto BK beat up, just closing the gap right into Raven's face. He's unable to get off the high ground as well. He's latched to the tree, dead for 70 without buyback. Here's Dreamacell now onto the high ground, stolen Ravage though. Okay, but there's no follow-up, and he's just gonna get stunned by the Supernova. DJ will buy back, but he doesn't have the ulti. It's up to Forev and himself to try and defend against 5 heroes with Aegis, with Cheese. It's not looking too good at this point.
I think that's gonna be game. They're gonna lose 2 lanes at least. Morphing is just gonna take so much away from the base 1 fight like this. And then the Spectre is just not... he's not scaling enough though, because he's not really winning fights at all. Their team has so much trouble. You saw like 1 lift, you don't kill anyone, like he can't even land the Ice Blast after that. There's not enough lockdown. He's like way too much is on this lift, you know. If you don't do anything with the lift, you're just not gonna kill anyone.
And that's just about all your lockdown here. I mean, Supernova almost as much lockdown as Fnatic have here. It's a bit tough here. As there we go, the creep back door now being disabled. 2 lanes have creeped down. I don't think Boomer is going to back up though. We will have Fnatic back up in full strength here in 7 seconds, minus the Haunt. And they potentially go for it. Now the Ags delivered onto Morphine. Level 23 already, so we've got basically throwing it up behind Jazz with the lift. Accidentally lifts himself, Ice Blast incoming, but again, they just can't hold him down long enough because of the Satanic. They will at least repel them off of the high ground as Boomies will TP back and continue to be patient. There is a DD room though, so they might just go right back in.
Oh, they're waiting. Are they waiting for the next Ravage? Wow.
Patience, patience. They want to definitely secure this upper bracket slot. As TNC, I believe in all of our possible outcomes here. Well, Rubik is dead in all of them, as Mikoto will find him. Even BKB, my goodness. But I believe in all of our possible scenarios, TNC is going to be into the upper bracket. It's just a matter of 1st or 2nd seed. They're just playing for that here. Yeah, TNC will be first if Boom wins this series because TNC won the heads-up versus oh, Ice Blast incoming. That's a kill though. Raven with the Abyssal Blade able to get the pick off. Zeus ulti used as well as the Nimbus. Actually, Thunder God's Wrath is still available. Ulti, just the Nimbus. Okay, okay. Now we see the global presence start to come in, but the problem is you can really only do this once every minute and a half. Or 2 minutes actually.
Well, certain kills you don't really need the Zeus out. Just the Nimbus plus the Ice Blast. But yeah, took them 35 minutes for them
to execute the global pickoff.
I mean, it's very difficult, you know. They don't have stuns, they don't have initiation. It's very hard to play.
But they recognize, that Mikoto BKB'd for no reason. We can jump in. We can take advantage of this.
Yeah, a kill is a kill. They're gonna need like 5 more, 10 more of those.
Definitely, right, definitely. 24k net worth lead here for Boom Esports. The Ravage is back off cooldown. All the ultis are ready to go. There's no Haunt for about another 90 seconds here, perhaps. How is that not been dewarded? Oh, there it is, okay. Trying to recapture their triangle. Regen rune over to Dreamacell, because, you know, he needed a little bit of extra help this game. Thanks, Gabe. 24 here, healing up. He's still got the Cheese and the Aegis here for about another full minute. We'll see, though, as the team, they will scout him with the Lightning Bolt, but that's a kind of a scary first guy to try and go on. So they're going to go ahead and back off and be happy with the fact that they've reclaimed a little bit of their map to be farming. Wind Dagger on Zeus makes a little bit more slippery, not by much, especially because Mikoto is just extremely fast now with the double wind run charges.
They have to play a very long fight. The fight has to drag on so much that the Zeus is allowed to do so much damage.
Oh, nice job there. Oh, Breath, get in the Uber, run! All right, Mikoto, or sorry, make that Dreamacell not gonna be able to get any pickoffs there. Just the dark rift to get everyone back from the farming trip, the secret shop trip. Oblivion Staff, going for the Echo Saber here on Spectre? Really? Okay, I mean, I guess that might get split into the Bloodthorn, right? Bloodthorn for the Windrunner? Sure. Strange, but the true strike, right? Better than a divine on the Spectre. But the problem is it's just as much money, and you don't have a lot of time to farm it. No armor on our Rubik. He's quite happy with being a tanky boy, though.
He's just buying whatever he can at the moment. Yep. Stats is great, gives him some damage.
Are we gonna say the word? Who's gonna say it first? God King? I'll say it. God King builds. Kidding. They will smoke though, but maybe considering scouting with the Zeus. I'm not gonna find anyone shoving that bottom wave. It's back into the triangle, de-warding as well. I cut the eyes. Fnatic will refresher. Let's wrap around the on food. Refresher's done with that. Oh goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Look at him go. He's got the Aeondis. Yule sceptered up. Good to go though. Hyde is going to be able to get off the ulti as jabs will get nuked down. DJ looking for the TP out. Oh, a shackle shot might have actually caught both of them there. That would have been disastrous. Luckily, it was already used. Everyone's able to escape except for jabs. He's back in 30 seconds, and they did use the supernova for that one. Something. Who's Morph turning into in these fights, by the way? Oh, it is the Windrunner. Okay, yeah, that seems balanced.
Another stun, Windrun.
Yeah, the Windrun is really the big deal here, right? Brutal. That's gonna be brutal. I think that's why we're maybe going for the Bloodthorn for the late game. Just True Strike, absolutely necessary. But the problem is he gets Satanic, it just doesn't last that long on him. And then he goes, he does not even care. Moving off to the side, Mikoto makes the jump immediately onto him. They have landed the Ice Blast onto one, but Mikoto, most importantly, is going to be able to nuke down. No, actually, he's not. The Abyssal Blade out. They will still have the damage, however, Hyde with the Sunray picking off the Zeus. Himself back onto the high ground. Everyone else on Blue Esports still chilling there. FBC cannot get off the Blink Dagger, and there's plenty of AoE damage here preventing him from jumping in. Branches being planted around. Assault farms the mid-wave to get back up to full HP. Be rooted up only momentarily. Why not? Farm the Nimbus. That was a little bit of a pain. And get back to work here on the tier 3 tower. I believe the repair kit off cooldown. That'll get the buyback out. There's no Aegis, only a cheese here on Boom Esports, so they will back off. Roshan could be back up in as little as 30 seconds here, and they've gotten the buyback from the mid laner.
Yeah, just taking and not giving anything away. With discipline.
Again, 40-minute outpost, so a net change of 1,500 experience for each hero.
4 bounty runes.
It's so much, and boom, they're getting so much out of the map. We're in the end game now.
That is just a very, very strong performance.
Oh, they could make the jump here, though, the Ice Blast. Oh, I think they hit him with the debuff. Dreamcell, he's dead. Dead for 100 seconds. Fnatic, they find a kill.
Yeah, that's the lockdown.
Yep. Wow,
just got greedy.
Still
Stayed there alone. His team was taking the bounty runes, claiming the objectives, pushing on the waves.
Okay.
And, that's a huge kill there, giving them a lot of gold and speed.
Now we just need 4 more of those, right?
The last time there was 1 kill on the Windranger. Yeah, we need 4 might be
Every coin helps.
cutting it close, you know.
Yeah, right. We'll see if they can get any more. We still have the Haunt to be used.
Roche would
Ice
be
Blast
nice.
has a global. Roche is up. It's a fast Roche here. And there's no buyback actually on the Morphling. Can they still afford to fight this though?
If they lose the Roche, that's huge.
That would be huge. That could get Fnatic right back in this one. Still a whole minute.
Who's gonna get the axe?
You gotta be careful though. There's FPZ with double ravage. It's speaking of the devil here. He is ready to go with his refresher orb, and he does have the mana, if just barely, especially with the soul ring, to be able to use that.
Has been killed.
Fnatic though, they're just gonna be, or Boom rather, just gonna be looking to buy time here, I think. As Forev will now head into the pit. Raven luckily has got extra mobility here thanks to the Spectral Dagger. They need to do something. Mikoto, he's
trying to kill the
looking
Zeus.
for Zeus. Yeah, could potentially find him. He knows that Moon's in the base, still farming. Dragging Roche out of the pit here. There's 20 seconds left until Mikoto is up. Ice Blast coming on in. He's still hunting the Zeus. He might actually find him here. Roche continuing to fall lower and lower. Fred in the pit. FPC as well, just walking around the tanky boy that he is. Raven can't seem to scare him off. 10 seconds left until Dream is all done. That's going to be Forev now down for the count. He will have the buyback though, and they're going to need to fight here. Dream is back up in 3 seconds. Roche on about a 6th HP, but that's going to be the good to go sign. Green lights out from Boom Esports. They're looking to try and fight as Dream is TPing to the Dire outpost here. Fnatic, oh, they're going to back up. It looks like they don't want to take this.
They have to go, they have to fight.
They're not going to enter this. The Spectrum on. Maybe they are going to go for it instead. Jab, he has the lift onto one. Where's the Ice Blast, though? Incoming now. Finally, Dream Cell going to dodge it out. Good fit of mouse. It's going to at least separate Dream Cell there for a bit of time. But the Supernova has gotten the kill onto one. Mikoto, he's going to be man fighting here versus the Spectre. That's the cheese as well. He is going to be able to eat it. Mikoto quite low on HP, but Dream Cell is not. There's the first Ravage of 2 here. FBZ holding on to the second one. And, oh my god, getting deleted is going to be Raven Forever next to fall. That's going to be a dieback as Jabs will now buy back. I believe that's a stolen Supernova, by the way, onto the Rubik. He's going to be able to get that one off, but Moon is now dead. That's all the cores down. Another spell stolen is going to be the Anchor Smash. The 3 cores dead for Fnatic Winter. No buybacks, and I think that might just be about the game. Oh my goodness, they're dropping the items around him. GG is dropped. It's going to be Boom Esports into the upper bracket here, taking the 2-1 victory over Fnatic.